Hello, I'm Ryan and welcome to Ryan's Research. Today's video is all about coming out. There are a lot of different stories online, whether good or bad, so I just wanted to cover some of the things you should or shouldn't do if someone comes out to you and give some suggestions on how to come out. However, the first thing I want to say is that no one has to come out. Whether you yourself are searching the internet on how to come out because you feel pressured to do so, you don't have to come out. On the other hand, if you are a friend or family member of the person who may or may not come out to you, it is not owed to you, so don't try and pressure them into it. With that being said, if someone does decide to come out to you, what you should do is be accepting and offer them your time to really listen to them. For the majority of people, it takes a lot of courage to bring yourself to share such personal information with someone else, regardless of how close you are. And if someone is trusting you with this information, do not dismiss or invalidate what they are saying. For example, one of the things people say to someone who is coming out to them is, "I already knew," or "I could already tell." While this is something people might think is reassuring to say, it can be harmful and upsetting. For instance, I'm a transgender individual who lives stealth in my day-to-day life, and if I decided to come out to someone who didn't know me before I transitioned, and they said to me, "I could tell," or "I already knew," that would set off alarm bells in my head. Adding on to that, if someone comes out to you and you say, "I already knew," or "I could tell," and they live in an environment where it is not safe for them to be their authentic self, it will cause them a lot of concern as they wonder if other people in that environment can also tell. So some things you can say are, "Thank you for telling me," "Thank you for trusting me," and maybe, "How can I help from here?" Be open to having a conversation and actively offer your support. The world is becoming a more dangerous place for LGBTQ+ people, so it's important for us to have someone who we can trust and talk to. Be that person. So, on to suggestions on coming out. Number one, I would say, is take your time. And I don't mean take 5-10 minutes before you come out. I mean, really think about what you want to say, who you want to say it to, whether you actually want to say it. And this can take a week, a month, years, it's up to you. Number two, I would say, make sure you are safe. It's usually easier to come out to friends before your family, as you have to live with these people, and your friends are more likely to accept you. Assess the situation and decide if you would be safer if you didn't come out. This doesn't mean you have to keep it bottled up inside. There are many communities and support groups you can talk to privately or anonymously. If you are a student in education, I would suggest talking to your counsellor, as this conversation should be confidential. My third suggestion is deciding what kind of vibe you want to go with when you come out. For example, do you want it to be fun, funny, or have a serious talk? The first time I came out, I was really nervous and had no idea what I was going to say, so I just told the other person to guess what I was going to say. In hindsight, I realized this was not an effective way of doing it, but I somehow got the point across. However, when I decided to come out to my mum, I tried to have a serious talk, but then I started crying, and it wasn't a serious talk, it was just me saying, "I'm trans," and then, yeah. There was a conversation afterwards, obviously, when I'd calmed down, and my points may or may not have been invalidated. My fourth suggestion kind of involves coming out to someone already, but it is to have someone with you when you come out to someone else. For example, if you come out to a friend you know is going to accept you, you can ask them to come with you when you come out to your family. This kind of just gives you a sense of support as you come out to your family, and in case things don't go the way you hope, this person will be there for you. Those are all my suggestions. They might be useful and they might not. Everyone is different and everyone has a different story, so don't feel like you have to match someone else's. Something I want to add before I end the video is not to out people. And by that I mean, if someone comes out to you, don't go and spread that information to other people unless you've been given permission to by this person. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment down below or message me on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at RyanLeeOfficial for more updates. Thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.